Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Wolverine Guy Kill. Let's do once.
Right up Main Street.
We win this shit.
Oh my god, penetration.
Wolverine Guy Kill. Welcome to the Wolverine Nation.
All right, hello everybody, and good afternoon. Welcome to the Wolverine Nation. I apologize for the delay in streaming today. I just had a shit ton of a lack of motivation happen this morning, and there were things I needed to take care of. There were things that I just needed to kind of think about, and but here I am, better late than never. I see we've got Mama Jennerin. Hi, honey. How you doing? Dreadwing is spooning. Wolverine Dude. Hack Jerrington. J Boogie or L Boogie. So I can't. I don't know my alphabet. Let's just be real. How we doing? Hack Jerry. You know nothing, Jon Snow. It is 1:30 in the afternoon here. I honestly I just got up from a power nap and I crushed some protein shake. I got my pre-workout over here, actually. I gotta chug that down. We're gonna get right to work on a chest and tricep workout. Oop, that is the wrong way to turn the volume there. I had barbershop rehearsal last night. It went pretty good. I'm liking the new songs, which I have to have memorized by Sunday, which I'm really excited about that prospect because my memory is woo-hoo. Hey, Premise Land. How you doing there, boss? Had an incident yesterday where a dude that is a friend of mine, thanks for the toasty, and is in this barbershop group with me. He's kind of the king of apathy and not giving a fuck. And yesterday it was kind of all out in full force because he and I sing the same part. Last night I was got hey oh ho yeah clabbers. I was kind of forced to do the heavy lifting last night in the rehearsal, including the vocals and the choreography, and I might have lost my shit on him a little bit because that's not cool. So if you're involved in an ensemble, for the love of God, don't just, it's not enough to just know the music that you've been doing forever, but you have to practice it and show up and actually practice and not just look like you're fucking high. Because that's what I was dealing with yesterday. And to the point where I actually had to apologize to other people there because I got mad at him. And I was pretty vocally upset with him. There's just, I'm not, the music job is supposed to be the easy job. I should not have to pick up the slack for other people. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, so today, obviously I've got chest and tricep day. We're going to sculpt these guns. It's all about triceps and titties today, guys. So we're going to build up the boobies. And then after that, obviously I got to go pick up the kids. Cadence is doing fantastic. Actually, he's counting. He's spelling.
Sprinkles.
He's titty sprinkles. No, he's not. He's recognizing all the letters of the alphabet. He's able to spell his own name now. So that was really, really cool, and seeing that going on and just seeing the progress there is fantastic. This was all as of yesterday. We're getting a detailed status update tomorrow. So I'm telling you right now that tomorrow's stream will probably be late just because I have this meeting in the morning. He knows his colors and his number. Yeah, he's doing fantastic. He's having conversations. He actually told Jen like explained his day to her, telling her all about how grandma took him to the playground and they played with bubbles and they snuggled, they went for a walk. I mean, it wasn't like, well, mother, I had a rather exciting day today, whereas my maternal grandmother put me in my stroller. It wasn't like that. It was a lot of baby babble and then like words. So it was like, went for a walk, playground, bubbles. So it was like that. But that's so far forward from what he was able to do before. I'm sorry, what are we turning down for? Oh, turned down for what? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, thank you, Boogie. So that's been pretty cool. Tonight is they're doing like a leadership night at the elementary school that Joel goes to. So I don't really even know what that accounts for, but it looks like there's free pizza. So that is, I am a complete slut for pizza. I'm just putting it out there. It sounded like gibberish. Walk, it slides, bubbles, it snuggles. Free is good. Well, it not only is free good, but pizza is good as well. And when you combine those things, I'm just finishing up this pre-workout. We're gonna go to town here because I have to be done by 3, and my workouts tend to push that hour and a half, 2 hour mark. There's ice cream in a bounce house. Oh, bitch, I'm in. This is what's gonna happen. There's gonna be a bounce house full of elementary age students, and then my 265-pound ass is gonna go in there and like cannonball in that shit, and you're just gonna see children yeeted all over the neighborhood, and it's gonna be glorious. I hope they're holding ice cream too, so we can yeet the ice cream. Boogie's like, hell yeah. If you love pizza, I recommend working on a movie set. I don't like being compensated in pizza, if that's what you're getting. Premise Land. I have not forgotten about you. I will message you later. Take Cadence for a walk while Joel goes in the bounce house, or else we're going to have a nuclear. Oh, Jesus. I'll take him to the big boy playground. That will, yeah, that's what's going to happen there. All right. So, for those of you that are new, I'm Wolverine Guy Kev. I'm a 40-year-old operator, 46. Keep saying I'm 40. I'm de-aging myself. Like, if I say it enough times, maybe it'll be true. I'm a 46-year-old professional opera singer, soon to be 47. I'm a father of 4. My wife is a dialysis nurse and an absolute beast of a workhorse. And she is in chat right now. I've dropped about 30 pounds, and I'm kind of like plateaued there, which is partly my own fault. Last couple of weeks, I've needed convenience over actually sticking to a meal plan, and so I've just been maintaining. But there have been visual changes, so that's really the important thing. But I work out every single day from Sunday through Friday, usually at 10 a.m. And then sometimes things come up, just like everyone else. And the key is to really not get on yourself about those things coming up and making sure that you're just consistent and motivated and you put in the work. Having a day or two off or your diet going to shit for a day or 2 or 3 is not the end of the world. And that's kind of where I'm at right now, where I keep reminding myself of that. So I moved all my buttons into a weird spot. So you'll see that I still have a push-up debt. I don't know that I'm going to have time today to make a dent in that. So my goal is to do that tomorrow. We're going to start this workout on the watch because, as we know, they don't count unless we got them started on the watch. we're going to go to town. I'm going to always start out with warm-up sets, especially on my big lifts, because I'm old and I'm not stupid. One advantage to being old is that I've gained the wisdom to not do things that will cause me to tear my muscles. Fun fact, Cody Rhodes, who is a professional wrestler, tore his tricep last year from doing just that. He didn't do a warm-up set on a bench press and tore his pec right off the bone. All right, just looking to see what my specific movements are today. I've got a notes app. I just use Apple Notes for that. If you want to follow along on my workout and you are a subscriber, my workout is available in PDF form in my Discord. Link is in chat. There is a whole fitness section that is available to subscribers to my Twitch channel. If you're a subscriber here and you have your Discord linked to your Twitch, you'll go in, you'll see the Swolverine Nation, and in the fitness forum, which should be the first channel under there, there's a link to a PDF of my workout that shows you pretty much exactly what I do. I try to update it every month because I do change movements once in a while. We're going to start off today. I always warm up with incline presses, but today is a flat bench day, so we're going to be doing incline dumbbell, incline bench, flat bench, and then we're going to move to flies. I don't go too crazy on the flat movements, just because, again, I want to build my chest up. So the incline is actually more important, but I do have fun moving heavy weight on the flat. I don't know that today's going to be all that heavy, but we'll see. All right, so I'm doing 110 pounds on dumbbell incline flies. This is the heaviest dumbbell I own, sad but true. Here we go. So I work out most of my sets, my working sets, are in the 6 to 10 rep range, which means I am pushing weight heavy enough to where I can only get out maximum of 10 reps with maybe one left in the tank. If you're doing a super lightweight and just doing it for 10 reps, you feel like you can do 5 more, not lifting heavy enough, and that was a warm-up set. For my warm-up sets, I like to be able to get at least 12. Any less than that, really it is a working set. Yes, that is my warm-up weight. I mean, I bench around 300 pounds, so yes, 110 is my warm-up weight. I barely feel like I'm pushing anything if I go lighter than that. Dumbbells are a little bit harder, admittedly, than barbells. I think it just has a lot to do with stabilization. I drank that pre-workout a little too fast there. Like I practically shotgunned that thing. So the weekend's almost upon us. I have a lot of different things going on this weekend. My 18-year-old's open house is this weekend, which his mom has done the bulk of the, by the bulk of, I mean all of the planning, and that is more to do with the fact that she's there and I'm here. He's graduating from a high school that's an hour away from me. All his friends are up there. It'd be stupid to have his open house down here. But that's happening, I want to say on Saturday. And then going to buy beer. All right, Infinite, how are you today? Go get that beer. It's like, 2 in the afternoon here, and it took me a minute for that to really, like, okay, like, yeah, go get it. but I often forget that people are in different time zones there. And then I've got barbershop rehearsal this weekend, and that's pretty much it. And hopefully, this is the weekend that I get to see my 20-year-old because his boss keeps fucking up schedule. Hoping that is a thing of the past from now on. If there's somebody at my front door, probably the mail. I've got workout tank tops coming today. All right, second warm-up set. All right. So we're going to move from here to barbell. We're still in an incline because still kind of warming up that movement. And because this is warm up, I also don't want to fatigue my muscles too much. The only reason I'm even doing this much warming up has a lot to do with the fact that simply I lift a lot more on flat bench than I do incline. So I want to make sure that I at least start approaching the weight that I'm going to be moving. Possibly the ooh police. What would the ooh police look like? Nah, I think it's the mailman. UPS has my tank tops. I'm a sucker for decent fitting workout clothing that's cheap. And the reason that especially because it's cheap, is because cheap or expensive, it all wears out at about the same rate. So I'd rather, if I'm going to go through multiple pairs of pants and shirts, I would rather not pay a lot for it. And I saw these tank tops. Hey, what's up, Kabitsky? Sounds like a high beam question. Everything's a high beam question. But I saw these on TikTok, and they look decent. They keep calling them super villain tank tops. I don't know what's supposed to be super villain about them. But anyway, if they fit me half as good as the fucking Greek god clothing models they used, I'll be happy with them. Yes, hallelujah. I gotta turn that up a little bit. I can barely hear it. D's nuts. I love that the toast GIF or animated emote is just kind of becoming people's standard hello here. If you look at my starting soon screen and my be right back screen, I've got a little like loading message that keeps changing, and one of them is dedicated to high beam. Actually, two of them are dedicated to high beam now, but one of them mentions her specifically. Kabitsky, how the hell are you? How are the kids doing? What you got going on this weekend, brother? All right, so this is 185 pounds on a barbell incline press. All right. I did get a phone call today, random. Sorry, my brain's like, squirrel. I did get a phone call today for an interview for a bartending position around here. So I'm going to look into that. It's at a bar in the Ferndale area. So I don't know, see what they got to say, see what the hours are like, and go from there. All right. Looks about right. Kids are good. I have no plans for the weekend. Under OS, bad man. Ooh, oh my god. What the fuck is wrong with you? High beam is practically a good. Even when she's not here, her presence is felt. Now, I'm super late today, so I honestly, the fact that I have as many of you here right now as I do is freaking amazing. I have normally ended stream by now. Yesterday was fucking fantastic. I had like 26 people here. It was a good stream. I appreciate all of you that showed up. We had a great time. I absolutely obliterated my legs. And it's funny because of all the things to still be sore, it's my ass. I didn't actually work my ass yesterday. I just like saying my ass. Why can't these have a consistent volume? That's what I want out of life right now. Oh. Just about 2 o'clock right now. I just gotta keep looking down, making sure that I am not meandering too much so that I actually, finish this workout and I get my kids on time, because for some reason it's frowned upon when I just leave them there overnight. Some bullshit, if you ask me. All right, set 2.
Do it!
Yes, I'm doing it. Thank you. I believe that was Clabbers, but I'm not entirely sure. I didn't get a good look. Ugh. 8. 9. 10. All right. Yeah, it was Clabbers. It's always Clabbers. It's always Clabbers. Fucking Clabbers. I gotta say, if there's one thing that I could pick that I appreciate about Kabitsky, is that he messages me on Facebook, and it is guaranteed 1 out of 10 times to be a clip from Letterkenny. Probably somebody going, "Fuck you, Shorzy." Just like every time I see his name pop up, I'm like, "Give your balls a tug." All right, so this is going to take a second because I have to unload, switch positions, reload heavier. I'm going to go 275 today. Nothing crazy for me, which will be 245s and a 25 on each side. I'm going to be working to try to create one of those widgets that I was talking about the other day on stream that shows, like, on stream what is going on here. He's not wrong. I've been getting a lot of Letterkenny love. My music just stopped playing, at least on this side. What in the hell?
Still on it.
Yeah, I bet you are.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
Hold, please.
For more info, check the home app.
There. Good Lord. My HomePod just is not a fan. And I really think it's the Wi-Fi down here. Okay. I'm just going to move this down 1. Here we go. I don't know what the fuck I'm listening to. Was it really worth starting the music over? That's the question. start out all these workouts with compound movements, compound meaning that they work multiple body parts at once and don't isolate just one. So bench presses are working pectorals primarily, and then your triceps secondarily, and then tertiary muscles are going to be all of your stabilizers throughout your core. So, I mean, if you can only do 3 exercises a week, I would pick lat pull downs, bench press, and squats. And the only reason I don't say deadlift is because for if you're a beginner, you should not be deadlifting. If you're an intermediate lifter, you're probably going to be doing more than 3 movements a week, but you're going to base your workout around compound movements.
Welcome to the Wolverine
Hi, Beam.
Nation.
The fuck? Coming in with that. Toasty. Prime sub. How you doing, High Beam? We were just talking about you, how you're basically the co-star of this stream, even when you're not here. Just handling shit at work. Yeah, she goes like half an hour to an hour between like conversations with me. I'll get like 5 messages right in a row and then nada. So who was this at my front door? Looks like it was the mail. Yeah, it was the mail. Nothing important there. About to hop on another meeting, so I'll be lurking. Sup, nerd? Yeah, Toast. AT&T account management. Oh, they're like, thank you for the payment. Okay, whatever. They just take money and they're like, thank you. Like, yeah, you're welcome, jackass. Just checking something real quick here. The infamous. When it's so famous, it's infamous. For fuck's sake, why did that stop again? God, that's frustrating. Hold on. Oops, no, I don't want to do it there. I want to do it there. I'm about to throw my AirPods in and just use my phone. All right. Infamous. Okay, so flat bench. It's 275 pounds. This is, I mean, you guys have seen me lift heavier. I am taking it a little easy today. Not a lot. Still almost 300 pounds, but all right, let's get it. I was trying to figure out what this song was, and now I know, because I'm only getting bits and pieces. Oh. Six. I even set that down gently. Planet Fitness would be so proud of me. Whew. Hi, Beam. I hope you're having a good day. Hope you're feeling good, relatively pain-free. And I hope your meeting is not as pointless as most meetings are. The Department of Labor sues Hyundai for illegal use of child labor in Alabama. Huh. That's one thing that I do not understand is that it is still a widespread. It's not even like just a small number of crazies support this. There is a widespread swell of support in one particular party ideology, political ideology, that wants to do away with child labor laws. Like, oh, it teaches them character. Bitch, are you serious? Like, let's get rid of minimum wage, child labor laws. You know what? I don't think half the population really needs to be counted as a full person. I'm dead serious. There have been multiple attempts, Boogie, to do away at the state level with child labor laws, including minimum age for work, cap on hours worked, no child wants to work, no adult wants to work. I know, right? Yeah, I guess they're thinking that the children yearn for the coal mines again. Yeah, it was. I just saw it get proposed last week somewhere. It's at the state level, not the federal. So, like, I don't know what the federal requirements are on child labor. So, I mean, if the federal requirements are stricter, then it would be symbolic at best until somebody challenged it at the Supreme Court level and said, well, this federal law is unconstitutional, and then it all goes to hell. But that's a thing. It's a real thing. And it blows my mind, seriously. I know they made it official recently not to have doctor balances on your credit report anymore. Has that... I have a call from the University of Michigan, so give me 1 second, y'all. So I applied for several positions, some of them at universities, and a recruiter reached out to me from the University of Michigan and said, hey, we think you'd be a good fit for this role. Are you interested? And I said, yeah, sure. And like, great. Here's a Calendly invite so that we can talk about this role. And I was like, great. And I set it up. And then a couple days later, I get an email saying, hey, here's a Calendly invite for a position so we can talk about it. And I was like, and I emailed, I was like, is this the same role? Is this a different role? Because he wasn't specific. And he never replied. So then he calls me for the first time, and I was like, hey, I got a second invite from you. Is this the same role, or is this for something different? He's like, oh, that was an accident. I shit you not. That was him calling me, and he was like, hey, I sent you a role on Indeed. I'm like, okay, number one, no, you didn't. Number two, didn't we just say that this was an error? You know, and obviously I was a lot more professional than that, but my brother in Christ. It's like, well, did you apply for it? I'm like, yes, we talked 2 days ago. So anyway, go blue. All right, set two. Four, five. Oh, that's good. And we're going to do one more adjust. 250. What happened with the child labor thing? Oh, well, nothing has actually happened. Just people are suggesting that we do away with child labor laws. Need to focus. Basically, there's a recruiter trying to get me to work at U of M, which I'm totally open to, but he has called me multiple times about the same position, asking me if I've submitted my application. I'm like, dude, I submitted it the first time we talked. Can you please just push me through for an interview? Teens or actual children? I don't know the details, but I know they were talking about removing a lot of the restrictions. And the rationale was it teaches them how to be responsible. So I assume at least some level of age requirements would be lifted, and definitely a number of hours worked would be lifted. I don't think they're asking for 6-year-olds to go back to the coal mines, but maybe 12-year-olds. I'd have to look it up, to be honest. It was the craziest argument, and how labor laws right now are, one, too restrictive for employers during this incredible labor shortage that we have. Yeah, okay. I've worked full time since I was 14 years old. I mean, you can hate it all you want. I hated that I had my sugar intake restricted from me when I was a child. But it's for your own good. Always remember, these laws came from somewhere. Nobody wants to recruit these days. Let me see exactly what it is. I'm sorry, bro. Okay. That was 2023. Okay, so it would relax restrictions in Kentucky by removing the cap on the number of hours teens can work on school nights, specifically. Would also bar Kentucky officials from setting child labor standards that are tougher than federal protections. Jesus Christ, Jennifer. What is wrong with you? You know what I forgot to do? There. You got to make sure I pay off that squat debt too. Have you fed me today? I'm not sure we're supposed to be discussing that on stream, honey. I mean, whoa. Clabbers, stop. Clabbers, bad. Bad. Down, Clabbers. I have not been fed by Wolverine. Feed me, bitch. Like, TikTok's yelling at me. All right, one more set of these, and then I'm going to move on to, I think I'm moving on to flies. Trubisky should be double clicking my wife's mouse like that. No. I got approved for a TikTok shop store, which was not what I was trying to do, but I have one now. Doesn't have any content in it, and they're like, why don't you put anything in it? All right, so one more press of these, and then we're going to flies. And then we're going to tricep. Have I fed you on Girl, are you even active on Rust? Hold on, I have to take care of apocalyptic Tamagotchi here. There, you're full. You won't like us when we're angry. No problem. You know, every time you tell me to feed you, you're barely hungry. Like that time you still had half your food bar. Apocalyptic Tamagotchi, that's basically what it is. All right, so we're down on this one. This is 225. Seven, 8, 9. Whew. All right. That'll do it there. And so now I'm just gonna set up my fly system. That just sounds weird. My cable system for flies. I'll move the weights from there to here, and then I'll tear down my bench station. That's close enough. Move this out of the way. My character is AFK on Rust to accumulate hours for more XP. I'm gonna secretly download Rust, find the server you're on, and I'm gonna take all your stuff while you're AFK. Buy a game just to troll my wife. Oh, man, I gotta move all that shit. It's only $40. You know, I say that, and then I'm like, oh, this championship belt is only $750. That's a steal. My PC is so finicky, babe. I would love to, but I don't want to get it and then have more problems than you do running it. What am I doing? Play with us. But then who would watch the kids? So we'd both be ignoring them. All right, so around the world flies. We're just setting up these cables for a fly motion, which are, if you don't know what those are, I always call them flap flaps when I'm not on stream. say the lower flat flaps, the upper flat flaps, the reverse flat flaps, named affectionately after the majestic C flat flaps. It's an older meme, but it checks out. Yes, flat flaps. Get the kids jobs while you can. Let's move to Kentucky, honey, so we can get these kids employed. I can get them out of my hair. They'll either be singing that old Judd song, working in a coal mine, going on a down, down, or hi-ho, hi-ho. Either way, off to the mines they go. Yeah, flat flaps, because they do this. It's like flapping your wings. All right. Old enough to watch Cadence, maybe in Kentucky. Legally, he's got 5 more years, maybe 4. I'm not sure if it's 12 or 13, but it's definitely not 8. Oh, starting off with decline. All right. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's set 1. I am a majestic flat flap. That's going on a business card. Cadence doesn't listen to him, and I don't want to feel responsible for his crazy baby bro. Majestic C flat flaps are meant, yes. The salt mine thing, I did not know that. It's actually really cool. It makes sense. But I did not know that. Whew. I feel like such a white guy, a dad. Like, I'm making damn good time right now. I'm making damn good time. Also, if anybody happens to be wanting to buy some photography equipment, mine is simply collecting dust, so I'm trying to sell it. I have a full studio. I have a couple lights. I have a ton of tripods. I have a remote to make all the lights work. I have a Sony a7 III. I have 2 very top-of-the-line lenses that go with the a7 III. Altogether, it's about a $7,000 studio that I'm letting go for $5,000. So if you want it, get with me. I'm just letting everybody know. I'm really trying not to sell like each thing off individually because I don't want to be left with like, you know, a strobe or backdrops that I'm never going to use. I'd rather not throw them out. It would pay itself off if we started an OnlyFans. Shut up. Yeah, we can just have our friends and family share the links. See. Ugh. Ugh. 9. Oh, that's it. To be fair, OnlyFans wasn't made for what it's used for now. Well, it wasn't not made for it either. It's the most popular platform for that specific purpose because of looser content guidelines. Fansly was more geared toward adult content originally. Patreon can also be used for it.
Welcome to the
Magnetron coming in with
Nation.
that prime sub. Thank you so much. Sweet freaking pickles. I got a Teams message that you went live. Oh, you get a Teams message when? I'm like, you get Twitch notifications on Teams? What the hell? Thank you so much for that prime sub. I got to pay off this squat that I got here. And just now cleaning up that mess. How are you doing? So it's been an hour? Or, I mean, I don't know when the Twitch notification hit you because they sometimes don't send them for, you know, a day. That one's for High Beam. Thank you again for that prime sub, High Beam. I know you're in a meeting, but I appreciate you. Welcome back to Wolverine Nation Mag. I'll hit you in a minute. Hour of complete Bologna. I hate Bologna. That's a lie, man. I used to love bologna and cheese sandwiches. Oh my god. My bologna had a first name, and it was Kogel. Let's be real. And tell this person, send me the EIN so I could look at what she was. Bologna is spew. Total head desk moments. I find that most meetings are. I actually got the opportunity finally on Indeed to rate Wayne State as an employer. You can imagine how much fun I had with that. I was literally the Kermit the Frog at the typewriter meme. Bologna is delicious. See, Mag knows what's up. All right, so we did 2 decline flies. We're going to do 2 neutral flies. We're going to do 2 incline flies, and we'll get off to triceps. Depending on, starting to push it a little bit on time. I know. Ten. Oh, fuck.
Show me those bitties.
Promised Land, thank you so much. Awaiting to the night. Rain upon you like the beneficial monsoon. Yes. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great day, Promised Land. Mag, this one's for you. This one's for you. Hey, one of your favorite Barry song. What she doesn't say is that every Barry song is one of her favorite songs. Barry Sanders, of course, as we all know. Whew. Cried through the whole. I bet you did. Whole damn thing. I'm glad. I'm glad you you were able to go to that and had a good time. All right. Leadership night tonight. Oh, Jen has a concert tomorrow she's going to. She's going to see Hosers. Whatever that is. I feel so old. I'm like, the hell is Hosers? I know that's not how you pronounce it. Oh shit, you forgot, didn't you? You completely forgot that you have a date. You need an outfit for that? Well, get one that... I don't know anyone in Lake Lilanu, Michigan, so we're just going to go ahead and send that one to voicemail. Let's see if they actually leave one. It's waiting. One of the things I love about this version of iOS is that, oh, they hung up. But they will transcribe, what did I just say? Lilanu, Michigan? Lilanu, is that not how you pronounce it? Lilano. Lilu Dallas Multipass. Okay. Look, you can just keep your pronunciation up there with you in Schwartz Creek, just south of Cleo. You want to know how to trigger somebody from mid-Michigan, that's how you do it. You call yourself a Wolverine? Yeah, in the Mitten State. I'm not up by the Jackrabbit State. All of them are Green Bay fans. Are they really part of Michigan? Once they start getting into names that I cannot pronounce, it doesn't count anymore. I call myself a Wolverine. Ugh. You pronounce Hemphill Road as Hemphill. Ugh. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh. Michigan my whole life, never heard of Lake Lilano, Michigan on Michigander violence. That's funny. See, this is what I'm saying. Yeah, the other day, somehow I had managed to earn a top fan badge for a Kansas City Chiefs site and an Ohio State site. The Ohio State one, I could explain that one. That one made sense because even if you're just laugh reacting, you're interacting with the page, which interactions are how they gauge whether you're a top fan or not. I understood that. I have never interacted with a Kansas City Chiefs page. Like, I'm not sure I've even seen any. No, you absolutely, I figured you'd already Googled it when you spelled it. You spelled it absolutely correctly. But good job. With the Ohio State one, it made sense at least because I'm like, I'm laugh reacting at all of their salty ass tears about losing to Michigan for the last 3 years and not getting a cool spot in the video game trailer, losing to Missouri in their bowl game without scoring a touchdown. Hysteria, what's up? We have our great granddaughter's named Hazel. Oh, that's so pretty. I love it. Hazel Rose, I'm home again, Rose, to get the sun back in the sky. I know that's not the right name, but doing a lot of barbershop right now, man. What do you want from me? I love it. That's very pretty. All right, incline. So one thing that I have changed about the way that I do these, when I get to the incline, I used to just go like this, right? And I never really felt it correctly. And it's because when I'm down here, I didn't think about it. But if I was doing them standing up, the motion would be like this. I'd be lifting into it. So I have to get far enough ahead of me where I'm holding those cables behind me. That makes sense. It's very old-fashioned name in this day and age, but oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Aunt Hazel was my grandfather's sister's also my aunt because she married my grand. That okay, that was just dizzying trying to follow that, but I'm there now. She has her eyes, she has my Lily's hazel eyes. It's one of my favorite songs from musical theater, Lily's hazel eyes. It's actually called Lily's eyes, but the point is that they were hazel. It's from Secret Garden. Great musical. Underrated. Underrated. The music is just gorgeous, and the original lead, I forget the character's name now, but it was played by Mandy Patinkin, who most of you would know as Inigo Montoya. You killed my father, prepare to die. You want to talk about a dude that can sing, and if that's the only thing you know him from, you would never know that he can sing. That man has a voice. He was the original Che in Evita. Che is, if you saw the movie Evita, that's Antonio Banderas' part. It's a huge musical role. Oh, what a circus! Oh, what a show! That one, yeah. You can tell I'm getting itchy to do some theater. One of my buddies who does barbershop with me just opened this weekend Little Shop of Horrors. He's playing Seymour. And I went back and forth for a month on whether or not I was going to audition for that show. And I finally just decided that I just didn't have the time. But I would kick a baby to be able to play Audrey too. In that, because I've already been the director for that show 2 or 3 times, and I played the dentist, the Steve Martin's role in the movie. But man, playing the plant, oh, I don't have a good singing voice nowadays. My throat is shot. I had barbershop rehearsal last night. My throat feels pretty shot at the moment. But yeah, the feed me Seymour, feed me all night long. That's right, boy. You can do it. Feed me Seymour, feed me all night long. All night I could sing that song. That and the fact that you get to say tough titty. It's in the script. Six. 7. One more. 8. All right, that'll do it. Honestly, though, you would be amazed at how much of your throat being shot is just you have to relearn technique. Unless you've done some serious physical damage, you just got to relearn how to sing. It's so weird to hear the regular version of this. I have a metal version of this on my personal workout playlist. I'm just not using that playlist at the moment. It's just, this is such a mellow version of it. Whew. What? What the hell? This is such a switch. One of my favorite videos on the internet right now, considering everything going on with him, is Jake Paul at 19 years old, lip syncing and dancing to this. All right, move this shit. Fuck. Well, we knew that was coming. Clabbers with the cake and oh whoa. Excuse me. Just burped right into my microphone. All right, so this is 90 pounds with a V-bar attachment. Called a V-bar because the bar is in the shape of a V. Keeps your hands in like this half between pronated and neutral grip. Hits the triceps at a slightly different angle than doing a flat bar or the rope. And we're just going to do a pull down. I'm going to step away and hinge the hip to make sure that I can stretch the triceps out as much as I can at the top of the movement. And just extend all the way down until I've got maximum flex. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. My shoulder was twinging on that one. That's why I stopped in the middle of it. Like my left shoulder just started twinging a little bit. I'll try that one more time, but if my shoulder does that again, I'm calling it. My left shoulder sucks enough. That's what you all get. I've heard this song way too many times. 6, 7, 8. Whew. A little bit better. So here's my user ID. So, oh, maybe. Oh, fuck. Whew. I have so much music to rehearse, guys. I have to get these barbershop songs down. Then I have to learn the baritone part by August 3rd. I got one baritone day in. And then I was wondering if you're going to clip that. I wonder if you missed the window for it, though. Because it only clips like the previous 30 seconds. And then I have to go over all this music that I haven't sang in like 2 years for this gig the following week. Whew. Whew. Got one more set of this. Ooh, I'm going to call it because I do need to take a shower. So only getting in one tricep movement today, but that's fine. Today was just a day. Got it completely. Excellent. That's going straight to TikTok. Thank you. All right. we're going to call it after this one just because I have shit I got to do, but that's an hour. I'm not going to complain. I was moving through most of it. Eight. That's all I got. All right. Guys, thank you so much. I got to hit the shower real fast. Now I got to get the kiddos the name of that. Colorful Frigid Sword Hey Girl. Yes. So I got links in chat for Discord and for merch. If you guys are interested in the merch, there's the link. I've got a cool, couple cool workout shirts, also a whole bunch of coffee cups. Discord link, I got the best community in Twitch. If you're a subscriber here and your Twitch is linked to your Discord, there's a subscriber only section, has access to a bunch of fitness resources, including my personal workout, which I did not really do the whole thing today, even close, but time restraints being what they are, real life happens, yo. Thank you everybody for hanging out, lurking, conversation, couple new subs. I'm gonna get that push-up debt slowly chiseled down over the weekend, and I'll be back tomorrow, roughly 11 o'clock, because I do have a meeting with my kid's therapist in the morning and it'll be back in bicep day. I know I'm a day off. So thanks so much. You guys have a great day.